This is the second day of my high peaks adventure. I'm at the peak of Pichincha, which is a volcano right above the city of Quito. So I think that's the peak we're going for, and that's the view around us. It's probably about 12 degrees here. I've got my jacket on and we're going to start walking slowly, very slowly, up this hill. That, I think, is our destination. 4,700 meters. This is interesting here. We have the different profiles of different layers that were deposited of volcanic activity. You've got first layer here of volcanic ash, then a deposit of lava, another deposit of volcanic ash, lava, volcanic ash again, and this is all the oxygenated lava pumice. There it is. It's very light, so it's oxygenated lava from, yeah, the volcano just sprayed out a whole heap of rocks and ash. Nearly at 4,300 meters, so I've gone 1,000 meters already above the level. This type of vegetation here is called páramo, which is sort of like an alpine tundra or something like that, and this is the national flower of the Andes. There's better specimens elsewhere. What do you call this? Chupiragua?
Chukiragua.
Chukiragua. So it's an interesting flower. Getting higher. This is Padre Encantado, and that is a crater from one of the vents, well, the vent of Padre Encantado. So it collapsed there, and some of the flows of harder volcanic activity there. This is Quito below us. Another Chupiragua. We've finally got more open weather at the moment. This is Padre Encantado. So that ridgeline there is that's buttressed going downhill there, but it's going straight down. On the other side there's a crater in that gap there that we can't see. We're now at the refuge. This is the main peak area from here to here, and we haven't been able to see the main peak for a long time. What's happening is the clouds are coming off this edge here and just accumulating in the middle. You can see this edge too. There's nothing, and all of a sudden there's clouds. But you can see a trail about there. That's where we're going. Still walking slow. It's probably about 1.5 kilometers an hour where we're walking. It's generally been 15 to 20 degree climb all the way, so basically quite easy to ascend. Yesterday we were doing about 20 to 25 degrees, so often more out of energy. This is me puffing right now because I'm talking, and then the cloud comes in. Best view I've had in a while. The actual peak is behind there somewhere. We're now in the refuge just below Guagua Pichincha. There's the horse. It was sweating on the way up. interesting. I've never been to one of these before. At least this has got a fire. The horses bring up food, and you can order food from the horse service. Interesting. Hold on. Just above us. Yeah, it's official that it says 4,600 metres. About 4,600. We've reached a point where there's more wind and cloud is funneling up here. I've now had to get in the beanie. There's a sign across there. It says in Spanish, French and English. Spanish and French, it says don't enter the crater. So obviously down here is the crater. Okay, in English it says no trespassing. That's a bit vague. So, no trespassing. Why? Am I on somebody's property? No. No entering the crater. Anyway, a bit of a highlight, I'd say. This is our way up to the top. I'd say we've got 140 metres of altitude to get to the top. It's hard having my hands out to film this because they're getting cold. Yeah, but onward and upward. It's colder. This wind is quite strong. This altitude. We're getting closer. Haven't checked the altitude. Yeah, just point out this. Tourists so they don't get lost because of these conditions. I remember this peak. We were below it. We're still climbing. Still no idea how far away. We're at a peak, but it's not the peak. Apparently there's something like 7 meters difference between. Yeah, it's just disappeared on me. There's a peak over there. While wasting time on other things, I lost the main peak. So we've got to go downhill a bit. Yeah, it's starting to appear, and across to there. Might be able to see it in the distance. Maybe I can do something with lighting settings to clear it up. Yeah, that's where we're going. There's another sign there to not go in the crater. I'd say, is this the crater?
Yes.
Down there is the crater. I'm not getting any closer.
From the main summit, 700 feet.
Okay, 700 meters. It drops down there. Also, it is an active crater, so I can smell sulphur time to time. And this rock, when you touch it, because it's a volcano, it's active. It's not as cold as what you'd expect, because I'm really cold with this one. Also, if you touch the soil here, it's still quite warm as well, considering. Right now I feel like I'm walking. Somehow I feel like I'm walking faster than I would be yesterday. But every time I come across a rock section, I lift my leg high, run out of it. It's funny, we got sun here. There's so much cloud. I've got a gap in the cloud. So I finally made it. Yoo-hoo! my second peak. 4,700 meters here. We got the open sky, but there's always this fog funneling up the middle of this peak. That's the lower peak. Yeah, amazing. I made it, yay! And yeah, we got the smell of sulphur again. This is the crater down here. Some of the rock formations. I don't know how they're holding themselves in, but yeah, they're there. So yeah, second peak done. Quite fast, and this is the way we're doing it. You have to go sideways. Whoa, going too far. We've just been skiing down the hill. That's the main peak. That's the second peak. I finally got a great window of cloudless weather. Look at that, Padre and Cantalo. Well, not there, but look at that. Some of the best views we've had. Amazing. Still holding out for Padre and Cantalo to open up. Some of the best views. Look at this, you can see the crater of Padre Encantado in this moment, and it's just about to open up perfectly. Wow, look at that. The guy just pointed out to me there's two peaks here. Padre Encantado is just in the clouds and the other peak to the left. Now in between that there's a crater. Behind it, it's straight through the middle. So yeah, there's quite a few craters here. The clouds have suddenly dropped on us. Just getting all these new views. Also the different angles that we're coming from. We're up there somewhere. It's amazing the views we've got now. That's probably our peak up there. Maybe not. It might be the next one, and then it's over that way a bit more. But we never got Padre Encantado that open. The views are just opening up. If we're descending too quick, we can't get any other volcanoes on the other side, but I can almost see the top of hills there. You see it?
Eagle, I think.
Okay. We're catching the view of three volcanoes. The smaller one that I climbed yesterday, straight through the middle, Paso Choa, is nearly visible. We had clouds on it yesterday, and just to the right is Rumunyaui, and then there's another one, something like Sinaloa or whatever, but yeah, that's a Mexican name. And just across there, that mountain range is the Cordillera Oriental. So we're getting better views, much better. I've been holding out for this view, so these are all volcanoes that I'm going to name here. This one's Atacastle, so the clouds have been lifting on that. Rumunyaui in the middle there, Paso Choa, and Sinchilagua there. I don't know if there's any more there. Any there?
No, that's only
Cordillera, okay. Yeah. So views are starting to happen. Pity they didn't happen when we were up high.